Hello, everyone in Pickerland. I thought I would say hello today, and we would show you what we brought home from a true rampage. Wow, someone needs a new muffler. A true rampage of second-hand goods and estate sales. Just to let you know, this is today, the 21st of March. But this is Montreal, where it always snows. And you may not see it quite as well before it was really coming down in big, thick snowflakes. But I must confess that I really like winter. So I still love seeing all of this, especially that the temperature is still pretty mild, and little by little it's melting and it smells nice in the air. And now I will take you back inside and show you what I got. The cat wants to know when we're going to play. He doesn't understand this. Hello, Alba. Alba. Hello. I thought I would take you to our cozy fireside and show you a little bit of what we got. This makes it nicer in the winter. It makes it worth living through winter with a nice fireplace, I find. Just show you a little bit of the vestige of Christmas here. And that's it. We decided to go check out this estate sale this morning. Obviously, we don't have garage sales yet. But once in a while, an estate sale. And we also went to the second-hand shop afterwards. So this one estate sale, it's run by a church group, the Ladies of Christ Church, I believe. And their sale is usually pretty good because their prices are reasonable, and it's an estate sale. You never know what you'll find. So basically, for $6, we got all of these books. The mugs that you see, the little milk pitcher. Not the cups, but just the actual mugs. These flying saucer magazines. There's another book also somewhere else right now. All of that for $6, which I thought was awesome. So I started picking up the hardcover books and things that were not fiction because you never know. The books were basically 75 cents each. So I thought, if it's not something that resells well, I'll have a look through and enjoy some of it. I thought this would be cool because, of its 60s, 70s appeal. It turns out it maybe sells for like $6 or something, $6-7. So maybe not really worth it. We'll see. You never know. It has some fabulous illustrations and, things about fashion in those days, which I always think is inspiring and fun. And, some people might want to pick it up for $7. It'd still be worth it. This is something I just got for me because it's kind of interesting. It's the language used in certain parts of the country, in rural areas, very specific words and definitions used in everyday work in rural areas. So I just thought, this one says, draw fire, an Eastern township's tradition by which certain women were said to be able to take the pain out of a burn, even by telephone. You learn something new every day. So I love that kind of stuff. So that's terrific. This is another one I thought, maybe would be interesting to certain people who want to learn how to do therapeutic massage. It's not really doing that well. There are a lot of them on eBay, so I don't know if that will resell. The homeopathy book is not doing well at all on eBay. And this is lifespan development, which is also going for maybe $1 on eBay, so never mind. However, this mug is a Hornsey mug. That is something that is made in England. And I swear I saw it across the room and I thought, oh, Hornsey. Well, I'm sorry, it's not a mug, it's a milk pitcher. And it's in the saffron pattern. Sorry, the light is not the best in my cozy firelit parlor. But it actually says saffron at the bottom, on the bottom. So anyways, all of that, the mugs were 50 cents each. This I thought looked like good quality. It just says Japan on it. Oh, sorry, we're very close, Otis. It says Japan, and it says Le Taureau, the bull, and but I think it's by like maybe a good company. Anyways, all of that 50 cents. I loved this mug. I'm really glad I picked that up because it's just silly fun. This is a big moose. It's made here. It says, at Mont Tremblant, I thought of you. Mont Tremblant is up north of here and where people go skiing, basically. And it's made in Queteau, Quebec. So I thought, well, that's a little different and a lot of fun. And maybe people would like that. This is a little dish that I got from my mom because she loves the Scotties. And I thought, at $3, I can't go wrong. This is delightful. I can't believe nobody grabbed that for 50 cents. It's an older mug, definitely. And it says, I'm going to take it away for a second so I can tell you what it says. It says, here's to me and my wife's husband, not forgetting Missen. And I believe that's slang, basically old English slang to say, here's to me, myself, and I. Missen being myself, old English slang, I believe. So I just think that's just darling and charming. The colors and the graphics, I think, are quite lovely. So that'll be fun to put that up. I mean, there's bound to be someone who wants to have a bit of fun with that. And there are some more delightful mottos on the back. So that should be fun. The Flying Saucers magazines, straight from 1967, I thought were a good thing to for people who have that interest. Special interest magazines from a few years back. You can't just go look that up necessarily, so I thought somebody might be interested in that. They were in that bunch of books and mugs and things, so they basically cost pennies. If I get to, $10 for both of them, that'll make me happy. Got a little rhinestone brooch at the same sale of the Ladies of Christ Church. 50 cents, and of course, oh, the cat is attacking my leg. Okay. And And that's it. It was 50 cents out. Don't bite me. I'll buy it. I love you. It was 50 cents, and I think there are a couple of stones missing, maybe, but you know how that is. That's okay. It's one of those clips. And a nice leaf design, you know, either in a lot of jewelry or by itself for maybe, you know, $8.99 kind of thing. Nice little vintage stylish piece. And then, you know, as you do, because you're so psyched, we were like, why don't we stop by Value Village, where sometimes there's a couple of things for resale. The prices are high, but this was okay. This was $1.99. Counted cross stitch, but kind of a nice design. Let me get away from the glare a little bit. Iris and swan. There's a swan on the picture. And that's it. That should do okay. We looked it up. It actually can do about 20 or so. It was $2. That's definitely worth it. And we're going to come to the conclusion of this particular video with items that I bought for myself, because I just love them, at the secondhand shop again. The set of cups and saucers, and now the cat will try and demonstrate the cups and saucers. So a set of cups and saucers that we got at Value Village, the whole thing for $5. Not because it's vintage, but because it's two of my favorite things, coffee and words. On each cup and saucer is a different type of coffee that you can pour. We've got espresso with thick foam. We've got a ristretto, for example, with the accompanying saucer that says restricted shot of coffee full of flavor, less caffeine. So it explains to you what is what. Coffee campana, of course, with cream, as I've learned. And that's shot of short black with cream floated on top. Short black with cream floated on top. And it just makes me feel like having coffee. And there you are. So thank you very much for sharing in our rampage of secondhand things. And hope you leave a comment and share what you think. Hopefully you're having some luck at this very beginning of picking season, and that you're just having a good week in general. And talk to you soon. Bye. Here, I wanted you to have a closer look, or a more focused look, at this mug. I think we're looking at something a little older, and I would say maybe pre-50s. It almost has a really olden days look, like maybe from the 19th century, but I think it's based on that flavor, but of a later date. But you know, might be a little earlier than the 50s, something like that. So that's it. I wanted to show you a closer look, because what I was doing before was not very focused. And that's because now I have the help of Mr. Cameraman, my husband, and so that's very, very helpful. So a closer look too, because I forgot to tell you, this wonderful mug, Le Taureau, the bull, is signed here, and the signature, which you'll never be able to read, oops, sorry, it's upside down, is Taylor and Ing. like Taylor and NG. And that's what you want to be looking for, especially in the blue. That's what the people are collecting. Mug from 1979, research says. And some good people like Heather of the Paper Castle have shown examples of this, and that's how I knew to pick it up. Now, for the next part, if you have young children watching this, or perhaps if you're offended by pictures of the original body, the naked body, I'm going to let you know so that you can avert your eyes or whatever it is you need to do. But my husband, at the same sale, found this wonderful book, which seems to be worth a little bit, not tons, and it's figure drawing for all it's worth. It's the nude drawings. Isn't she beautiful? I love that Art Deco, that sheer kind of 20s, 30s look. And that's it. It's from the 1945, I think, is the edition.
49.
49. A later edition of this book. So I'm thinking that's a great find and useful, beautiful. I love the cover. Just so stylish, so of that era. And that's it. We did a little research, and it looks like it might bring us a few dollars. I mean, we bought the book for about 75 cents, so hey, it's always good. Then my husband found this great thing. Like, he finds things like this. He's the mad scientist and the cameraman and the music man, and so he will know about this in the box, in its case. 30s? No, yes. Earlier. About that. Maybe earlier. Ruler. It's a slide rule of some age. And we picked that up for $15. And it can be worth up to maybe 40 to 60 or 80. It says here, made in England. And it even says, Otis King, calculator, Model L, the whole thing. Just a good example of what it is, and a fun scientific instrument that we don't have anymore. So we thought that's fun. That's a lark. I brought this back because I'd forgotten to tell you why I love these so much. I'm really the kind of person that I'll buy something like this and I'll just feel like when I'm having coffee in that cup, I'm at a bistro someplace. I can just imagine it and feel it around me, and I can relax, just pretending I'm there. So that's a great part of the attraction, is the playing pretend. I don't know if you like playing pretend, but that's a big part of it for me. These two manuals at another estate sale. Mad Main has often praised shop manuals and that sort of thing, so we took a punt. That was $5. You know, it might bring in anything from $10 to $40. We've seen it at those prices, so we'll see. And this Sylvania manual, kind of cool, was also $5, and it has things I can begin to tell you about electrical data. And certainly my husband was very fond of it, thought it was really cool, and so we will see where that goes to. Just fun, because I think it's a 1959 edition, so, you know, again, something from the past. And I do believe that wraps it up for this time. Thank you very much.